Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of NasCard Radio. This is episode 213 of NasCard Radio, where trading cards and racing meet. I'm your pal Val. With me is the man, the myth, the legend, PSA, and White Castle Hall of Famer Logan. How are you tonight?
Well, I'm feeling like my card collection is underweight.
Okay. And then we're happy to have back again Misha Wines, the assistant brand manager of Panini. How are you today?
I'm good. I feel cashed out today.
You feel what? You were
I
breaking up.
feel cashed out.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's good. Got a great show for everybody today. We're going to do a racing recap. We got some news here with NASCAR. We're going to check in on the tops Formula One, tops now. Parkside Pronto. They kind of snuck an extra card in there for subscribers. We'll talk about that real quick. Panini Instant dropped another card this week. And then the sell sheet for the 2024 Prizm is out, and we'll go through that. Hopefully, Misha will review that with us and maybe tell us a few things that aren't on the sell sheet. So, and then
Yeah, maybe some Easter eggs.
Yeah, and then we'll finish the show with King's Court. So, let's see. So, want to thank our sponsor, Panini America.
Yep, we still have them even after last week.
Yeah. Yeah, and special shout outs to Jason Freeman, Charm City Autograph, Scott Boys, Beans Bulk Car Blog, Kyle Cats, Tim Mousy, and Skid Marks for the YouTube and Romo comments. We read them, so please leave them. Had some good comments in there. And what I'll say right now is that because we were talking about last week with the redemption stuff and getting points, but using Panini points for Panini Instant, so which I thought that was pretty clever. So
that's SMRT for sure.
That is. I don't know. Maybe we'll see if it comes happening or not. But also want to welcome new YouTube subscriber Cole Perkins. Welcome aboard. And I also had a new Rumble subscriber, 69 Bosch Bocephus. Say that again.
Bocephus.
All right, thank you.
That's Hank Williams Jr. He's Bocephus.
Oh, all right.
Now you know. You learned something new today, didn't you?
I did. Thank you. That's awesome.
Go Val.
And well, speaking of Prizm, we've seen it released or supposed to be scheduled for release December 4th, subject to change. So there you go. If you're good, we'll see.
Not me.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to racing recap. Only had a few races last week. The truck series, they're still off. Race number 21 will be the Truck Series 200 at Homestead Miami Speedway, Saturday, October 26th at 12 p.m. Over in Xfinity Series, that was race number 29. They were racing. That was the Drive for the Cure 250 presented by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina. That was Saturday, October 12th at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Sam Mayer was our winner. Highest finish rookie was Shane Van Gisbergen at position 3.
Wow.
Yeah. Thought he was going to do it.
Yeah, me too. Oh, well.
We thought Parker Kligerman was going to do it too.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
Caution.
Yeah, I missed part of that, but that car was like plowed underneath, like lost in space. And then they waited to the lap. Then they like dragged their heels on pulling the caution, and then waited a little bit longer. He would have had it, but
I just want to see some consistency in NASCAR officiating. That's all I want to see. I just want to see it consistent because we're not getting that now.
that'd be great.
Yeah,
but I don't know what's going on up there in the booth, but whatever. But again, the human is involved, so But Sam Herr got it, so I guess he needed it and he got it. His first cards, 2020 Donruss. He has a rated rookie there. Different parallels and printing plates. He's in the 2020 Donruss Optic and Optic Signatures. Chronicles in 2020 with in the score and score autographs and Spectra. 2020 Panini Prizm signing sessions. No base card there. And also in 2020 Panini National Treasures, social signatures, and treasured debut.
Yeah, we like Sam Mayer on the program.
Oh yeah.
He's a great guy, great kid.
Yes, sir. So he's moving on.
He is. I fully expect to see him in Cup one day.
He's only like 22 years old, so
I
he's
know
got.
he's a kid. He's like you, Misha. He's just a kid.
I'm old.
And then our highest finishing rookie, Shane Van Gisbergen. We talked about him quite a bit. He had cards in 2013 with those V8 supercars until this year, where he now has a 2024 Donruss. 2 cards there with the different parallels with printing plates and burning rubber. Also in the 2024 Optic and Optic signatures, and then also in 2024 Select.
Yeah, he looks so different from his Supercars card to his rookie card in Donruss. I mean, he just looks so clean shaven. He looks so clean shaven, like Misha does right now. And then he's got the beard and all that stuff now. So
I was gonna say his hair switched places.
Yeah, so that was 2013. So
yeah,
it's 11 years on that card. So interesting. And of course, that 2013, that's a limited run, only available, I think, down in Australia and New Zealand. So
Which
yeah,
does not qualify it for a true rookie card
we're
per
not
Panini
about. That's
standards.
why I said it's first
yeah,
card.
yeah, we know.
Well, we
Just
had to wait.
letting the viewers know.
Yeah, well, we had to wait 11 years for that card. So
Yeah. Thanks, S3G, for taking your sweet time getting to NASCAR.
Yeah.
exactly. Anyway, all right. Moving on. Their next race. Let's see. With that, I know we're going to talk about Shane Van Gisbergen's knocked out, Sheldon Creed, Riley Hurst, and Parker Kligerman. So we're down to the championship, or not championship 8, but down to 8 now. So
Round of 8.
thank you. Next race number 30 is the Ambetter Hill 302. That's going to be at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, Saturday, October 19th at 7:30 p.m. So you got a Saturday night race. Moving over to the Cup Series, that was race number 32, and that was the Bank of America Roval 400, Sunday, October 13th at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Kyle Larson was our winner. Highest finisher rookie was Carson Hocevar at position 12.
Snooze fest.
Yeah, he checked out and
Yeah.
was gone, which he's been doing here so. And his first cards we've talked about: 2013 Press Pass Fanfare with different parallels, magnificent materials, and autographs, and also 2013 Panini, right? 2013 Press Pass Total Memorabilia, card number 47. Just a few parallels for that, and then Rising Star autographs.
His auto has stayed pretty much the same throughout the years. You might get a KL now, but for the most part, it's stayed the same.
Yeah, I haven't got an auto for him in since was January, but I think it's pretty close to the original.
Yeah, it is. You know, those autographs we got back in January, Val, I sent some of those off to PSA and just got them back. And I did a video. That video will be coming out soon. But one of the cards was that Total Memorabilia rookie card of Kyle Larson. So
Oh,
turned out
awesome.
good.
Yeah, he does a great job.
He does.
And then our highest finishing rookie, Carson Hocevar. His first cards are 2022 Dunros. He has a rated rookie, different parallels, printing plates, signature series. Also in 2022 Panini Chronicles and the Absolutes and Absolute Autographs, clearly Donruss and Spectra. Also in 2022 Panini Prizm has a base card there. Different parallels, sensational signatures, and I guess regular signatures with the different parallels for it. And then also 2022 Panini National Treasures with card number 112 there, but then also Rising Stars and rookie signatures. Lots of autographs in National Treasures of him.
Yeah, he's really learned the Cup car. I would say, especially the second half of the season. He's going back to tracks, for the second time, and like I said, he's become a lot more consistent. And I expect him probably maybe next year he might win a race.
I think he's definitely a top 20 driver right now for Cup.
Yeah, I'd like to see him in some really good equipment, but he's definitely got some talent.
He does.
And finishing up next race, it'll be race number 33, and that's going to be the South Point 400 Las Vegas Motor Speedway, Sunday, October 20th at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. And with that, we have our round of 8, and Alex Bowman, Austin Cedric, Daniel Suarez, and Chase Briscoe are eliminated.
Yeah, the crazy post-race activities with Alex Bowman being underweight. Sorry, Misha, because I'll go ahead and say it. Alex Bowman is Misha's favorite driver, so he's pretty sad, and I can relate.
Yeah, because he was in, and then he was out, and Logano was out, and then he's back in, and
yeah.
I cheered when the race ended, and I saw Bowman made it. I'm like, let's go. We're in.
Well, I think there are a lot of people cheering when they saw Logano didn't make it, but
but it's crazy times for sure.
Yes, sir. Continuing on, Formula One, they've been off, but they are back this weekend for race number 19 of 24 races, October 20th, and that's going to be the United States Grand Prix in Austin at 3 p.m. Eastern.
You going to go to that, Misha?
I'm not. I know someone who is, and it's going to be a mess because you know who else is in Austin that weekend?
Pink Floyd.
The Georgia Bulldogs playing the University of Texas.
Yikes.
Somebody else was talking about that, but they were on the other side. They were saying they had gotten tickets for the football game, and they didn't know that they said the race was going on. So,
yeah, good luck getting a hotel for less than $800 a night.
No, I'll be sleeping in my car.
Yeah.
So that's going on next weekend at 3 p.m. Eastern, and then IndyCar, they are done for the season. So that's it for racing recap.
All right.
And speaking of IndyCar, if you want to talk about.
Yeah, we might as well talk about the breaking news this week with Hailie Deegan going to the Indy NXT series. She has left NASCAR apparently. I don't know if that was on her own or somebody made her do it or a combination of both. But she's going to the NXT series. She's going to be with what, AMD Racing, I think is the team. Not familiar with them, but A and D, that's well, not A. Is it? No, it's HMD. Yeah, because H&D is Hailie Deegan. I wonder if she has something to say in that team.
Well,
HMD.
you just jogged my memory. I think it was Mario Andretti tweeted out welcome, and that there was some, basically praised her, or she's going to enjoy it or something like that. So
yeah, she's going to have fun. Yeah, I saw that tweet from Mario. That was pretty cool.
For anyone who's not aware, the Indy NXT series is the rebranded Indy Light series.
Right.
Okay,
That's like the Xfinity series for us. more or less. But so this begs the question, what does this do to her NASCAR cards? Because you got to think, Danica went from Indy to NASCAR. Hailie's going from NASCAR to Indy. And I'm not saying that Indy is like anything lower than NASCAR, but NASCAR is more popular. We have to admit that. That's true. So with her going from NASCAR to Indy, is that going to decrease her popularity? Unlike what it did for Danica, where she became more popular going from Indy to NASCAR. What do you guys think?
I think she's got a lot of fans. I might go over to Indy at least to check it out, right? So, in NASCAR, you have these heavy cars with no grip, and then you go to IndyCar with the light cars with a lot of grip. So I remember, Danica was talking about the difference of the cars. So I would imagine she maybe should do better.
I'm not gonna say any predictions. I just hope she does well for what she's been through. She needs a win.
She does. She needs something to go well for her. And I'm hoping maybe this is the thing that will do that for her. And who knows? Maybe if she does well there, maybe she'll do some NASCAR races later on. I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen? But I don't know what's going to happen to her cards. I don't expect them to lose a lot of value. I expect them probably to stay about the same. Because her fan base is very broad and very passionate, and they love her and her cards.
Well, with Parkside producing IndyCar, so
I'm sure we're going to see probably a Parkside Hailie Deegan card.
you would think so. But like I say, you never know what's going on because she was supposed to go to, Stewart Haas, but with them abruptly shutting down, then everything's kind of in turmoil. And you know how NASCAR is. You need to really have the funding and the team behind you and everything else. There's a lot of infrastructure that goes along with this. So
Yep.
and for everything to crumble like that, you just can't, you know, build this up in a short amount of time. So to your point, she needs something to go right and then rebuild and decide what she's gonna do, how she's gonna do it. So
Yeah, I'm pulling for her. I want her to do well. I want drivers, female drivers like her to. I want them all to do well. So I'm hoping this is a positive thing for her.
exactly, just bring more females to the sport, watching, viewing, participating, going to the tracks. So it's a win all around, and collecting cards.
Yep.
So
In fact, we've got a car. She's going to be in King's Court, which you'll see later. There you go.
there you go, big tease. Okay,
Yep.
trying to think of anything else. Oh, the other thing I have down for news is the PSA and GameStop.
Yes. I'll read this is from Sports Collectors Daily. PSA and GameStop announced that certain GameStop locations across the United States will begin accepting PSA submissions. Collectors who submit through GameStop will pay $19.99 per card, plus a flat rate of $4.99 shipping for cards valued $500 or less. Cards will be shipped back to the store's location for pickup within 45 days. So that's normal. It says the price is $5 less than PSA standard value service level that also promises a 45-day turnaround time. Higher price cards can be submitted, but additional fees will be charged per usual. So that's kind of big. I don't know how I feel about that. We were talking in the green room before we started this, and Misha made the comment to me, "Hey, send some of your sophomoric slabs. Send some of the cards that you're not totally in love with, but you want to get graded. And if something happens, you're not going to worry about it too much. Send those cards." And that's actually not a bad idea. I wouldn't send any high value cards. Certainly Lee Petty's not going that direction. So what do you guys think?
I was gonna say, yeah, I can see that. Like if you're doing sets on the registry and you have some of the lower level stuff, and you just way to go in bulk. I think it kind of opens the market for PSA. Maybe brings more. I don't know. Brings people into GameStop if it's a mutual type thing. So I don't know. I guess you don't need to renew your PSA membership, to do this. So
Well, it's just as cheap or probably cheaper than these bulk submitters because I've seen some of these bulk submitters are like $23.99 because they do get a discount from PSA. So
who's is really going to help is the TCG collectors.
Yes.
Maybe that's where they're going at. They're going after. So because the numbers, grading's coming down since the pandemic, where it went nuts, where they had to stop, and because they had just so much volume to catch up. And now I think we're swinging the other way now that they're not getting enough. So I might have to look at this instead of submitting and renewing my membership through PSA, just do it through GameStop. So,
Well, I'm hoping that we have a certain GameStop location in my area. If they do, I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to try it out. I'm going to take 2 or 3 cards, say, hey, here you go. Get, like I said, some sophomoric slabs, some funny cards, whatever, and just try it out, see what happens.
I think I've been to that GameStop, Logan.
Oh, the certain GameStop location that we have?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it's in South Memphis, probably.
all right, let's take care of a few little things here. Let me share my screen. Coming through, yeah. Tops now, Formula One. They have populated some of the archive, and we were looking for this Lionel. The Lizard has a print run of 2472. And I was digging through, looking through the numbers here, and of course, they're still missing some where they run from 58, 7, 6, 5, 54, 3. 52 is missing. Then we go to 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, and then we get to 36. So still not, we got some holes there, but again, wanted to let folks know that some of the archive cards have been published, because without this, you have no idea what the print runs are, because unlike Panini Instant, they do not print the print run on those. So
yes, go Panini Instant for putting print runs on cards.
yes. All right. And over at Parkside Pronto, those last the Nashville sets shipped, and apparently there are 2 cards numbered 122, and those all were in the subscriber only sets. So there should be, well, I guess the 122 and a 122B. The one special is the one with him holding the trophy, I believe. So I just wanted to bring that to people's attention.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a little kind of variation for subscribers. And I've heard, they've thrown some cards in here and there. I think it was Kyle Larson's car card when he was doing the Indy 500. So, but just saw that news come across on one of the Facebook group posts and wanted to relay that. So
nice.
Yep. And then over in Panini Instant world, we have the Kyle Larson Roval win, and the different parallels are up now. So they're up there for a few more days. Also,
yeah,
yep, good.
I was just going to say I like the fact that they're putting having autographed versions of these cards as well.
Right, that's where I was going to go. They did put and they did actually go back and redo or add the autograph versions for them. So each week now you'll have the base card and the parallels, and then also a 101 auto and a 1 of 10 auto as well. So
those autos were supposed to be up. I was gonna say they were supposed to be up originally,
right,
but they're up now. So
Right, and not only that, where they were supposed to be up, and that's what I'm saying. You guys went back and made sure that all those versions have the autos. I think 2 are missing. Maybe the Chase, Ross Chastain, and
Yeah, Ross and the Ricky.
yeah, thank you. Those 2 are still need to be done, but I would imagine they're coming next week or something.
We shall see.
Yes, we shall. So, so that is the Panini update. So those are all the on demand in the racing world there. So
Lots of on demand. I'm glad to see all of this.
speaking of which, we have a print run for the Joey Logano card number 3. The Tyler Reddick's 2 have shipped. I haven't gotten those yet. I'll get those tomorrow, but recording on Wednesday. Logan did get his number 3 for the
Sure
base
did. And the print run is out of 70.
at a
Which,
70. So
which honestly, that disappoints me. I will say that. I was hoping for well over 100. So people out there, these are cool cards. I mean, it's the only instant cards we're going to get. I mean, we need to be buying them for sure.
well, we're doing our part. So
We are doing our part.
That's the thing. So with these instant cards, if we don't see like a growth or from the original time we did it, then it's going to show that the market's not there for it and we could lose it.
right.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Exactly.
lose it. I love it. I think it's great.
Yes, me too.
I want to keep doing it. So
buy.
Anyway, we just want to highlight and bring that information out. So again, if you're a Logano fan, you missed out. I mean, there's only 70 of them. So
Yeah, and literally right before we went on air, I got this package, and it was we did a special preview before the show.
yes, sir. All right. Next on my list is the 2024 Prizm Panini Prizm sell sheets out. So let's dig into that here. Put Misha to work.
So before this, I will just say, don't be shell shocked when you see there are 3 autos per box instead of 4. We will dive into that in a moment.
All right. So we have our sell sheet here, our base Prizm design with our base rides and the base rides Prizm's Mojo, and our color blasts are back.
Yes.
All
Yeah,
right.
we had Color Wheel last year, didn't we, Misha?
We had both.
Are we getting both again?
No, because Color Wheel was moved to Select.
Okay.
But notice that the Color Blast, it's going to be that main burst will be the primary sponsor color. Should be.
Okay. It looks like, and the color blast is different than it was before.
I think you're noticing the WeatherTech up in the top right corner. That actually will not be there.
I mean, the way the splatter, it looks like before. It looks like it was the cloud.
So it's different. Our design team has done different variations of the smoke, like in other sports.
Okay.
The blast will be different for everyone.
Logan always thinks it's somebody passing gas. So this looks
Well,
different
Logan
this
is
time.
12 years old. So.
That's true. What was that, Logan?
So that's what happens when you eat Skittles that are actually Skittle beans.
Taste the rainbow.
Yep. All right, our next slide here also has the legendary signatures, our iconic dual autographs, and scripts blue.
Yes. So Harvick is finally in a Legends set. So,
awesome. Yep. And I would imagine the iconic dual, you could probably have some good combos there.
Yes, I know Logan knows this one already, but there is a Richard Petty and Dale Inman dual autograph.
Awesome. Very nice.
Be happy.
And then our configuration, basically 12 packs a box, 12 cards per pack, and 12 boxes per case. And our box breaks is 3 autographs and 22 base prisms per box. And as you mentioned, it was 4. Now it's down to 3.
Yes. So the reason we did that is because when you're pulling an auto that's going to sell for $1, $2, it's like, okay, it's a 4th auto, but is it really adding into the box? And we're paying for that auto on our end. So we're spreading, if we have a $100 budget per box for autographs, you're given $25 per autograph. When you remove that 4th auto, we can allocate that extra money to the 3 autos, and it'll be $33.33 per autograph, which means you can get a better autograph to replace the 4th one. And that 3rd autograph could, in theory, be worth more than the 3rd and 4th autograph in previous years' boxes.
Okay.
I like that. So what you guys are trying to do basically is increase the box value, even if you are reducing the actual amount of autographs.
Less is more in this case.
Yes.
That's what we were talking about last week. With,
Less is,
hey, that's one less redemption or anything else that you don't have to put in there. So
Bingo. And at this point, our live rate for the autos, I'm not going to mention the number, but it's very, very good. So redemptions are going to be not very common at all.
are these going to be live autos, Misha?
Yes.
Excellent. Me happy again. So I noticed that you're going to have 22 base prisms. I think last year there was only 20. Am I right
Yes,
on that?
that is the increased the prism number to replace to help get a little bit more of that value back from that 4th auto being removed.
Sweet. What about all the different colors, parallels? Are they going to be the same, or are we going to have any changes that you know of?
There's a few changes, I believe. I don't have my laptop with me, so I can't really look, but there's probably a few changes that I'm pretty sure. So, but
Okay.
There's still plenty of shinies, plenty of numbered content, so you're getting enough for your money.
So no other kind of case hits other than the color blast.
I cannot remember what we did. I do not remember. I do remember that everyone loved Groovy. So Groovy, we actually made that more common this year.
Okay.
Just because it was a very popular insert. People wanted them. So
yeah, I enjoy them. So Misha, do you guys expect the box price to stay the same, or is it going to go up? Is it going to be down? What do you know?
Blowout has it at 135 right now, and if it goes like selects, it'll go. It's now selects down a little bit, so I think Prizm will go the same way, but it'll have a little bit of uptick once it finally releases.
So it sounds like basically about the same price, more or less. Okay, good.
So I think I want to say it came up about 120 when it was all said and done last year. But then again, that was last year, and nothing's guaranteed. So now, one thing I thought of is any particular or blaster only parallels. I remember there was one last year. I can't remember the actual name of the insert, but it was a really nice looking insert, and the Tory Brodingers were going for crazy prices. Logan, if you remember what that was.
Was that the mangas?
No. Was manga Prizm last year?
Manga was Prizm, yeah.
No mangas this year?
Mangas were removed, or wait, were they? I don't.
All right, we're gonna have you back on or follow up or let us know.
Yeah, I will let y'all know when I have my stuff in front of me.
So I say manga, you say manga.
So we had this debate in the office: is it manga or manga on our weekly call? Manga is what it should be called.
Okay, I'm you're the professional. I'm just a nobody out here, so I'm taking your word for it.
Okay.
I think the name comes from the art, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so I would imagine that's where that name comes from. So
Well, just think about this: if the Prizm stays on schedule, we will have 2 Prizm releases in 1 calendar year. That's going to be cool.
Yeah.
So you guys are almost caught up.
We're close.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess National Treasures would be the last release of 24.
If we can get NT released before the 500, I'd be very thrilled.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Then you guys should be almost back on schedule.
Or within 2 weeks, give or take, of the 500. Because then we can pop Donruss out, which I've just built the form break for Donruss, so that's rolling. Yeah. Lot to look forward to.
Well, Prizm's looking really good, and I'm very happy about the on-card autos. So that's very good.
Apologies. You said live autos when you asked.
Did I
So
say
I was-
live?
Yeah.
Okay.
You said live auto, so there
They
will
are,
be
they are
sticker
sticker
autos, but no and very minimal
stickers.
redemptions.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I used the wrong terminology. My bad. And now I'm saying
When you get into the card industry like I am, terminology can cause a delay in a program being released.
yes. Oh,
So it's been hammered into my head so often.
gotcha. Okay, that was my bad earlier.
That comment got you messed up, man.
It did, yeah. We were late starting tonight because I went out and saw that Comet Atlas or Comet A3 or whatever it is. It's got some other name that I cannot pronounce, but we're late recording because I was out goofing around.
He's out common hunting.
Yes.
I was gonna follow up with if we have any more Prism questions or anything else. Anything, Logan?
No, I think it's going to be a great. How many cards, Misha? Are we talking? Is it going to be a 100 card set?
We're doing 100 driver cards, and then we're going to do 100 cars, I believe.
So this is going to be a 200 card set.
200 card base set.
Oh wow,
Whoa.
that's double what it.
Yeah.
So that's like Select was a large set. Prism
Select was
large
300. Select had the 2 driver photos and then the car photo for everyone. It's going to be the same thing for Prizm.
So you're keeping your graphics department, your art department busy.
set.
You notice we only have cards on that PIS, that sale sheet. You wonder why? That's why we're so busy.
Yeah, you are, no doubt.
Wow. So no more like name variations or any of that kind of stuff. I know sometimes you guys did like the 10 or whatever, but you guys are doing 200 cards now. So
Yeah. I might be wrong on this. I haven't looked at it in months, so
You've slept since then, right?
I've
Yeah.
slept since then.
Well, I guess when we get closer, we get the checklist, or if there's anything you want us to relay, we can do that. So
Sounds good.
but that's a big set. I was not expecting that. That was not on my bingo sheet. That 200 card, 300 card select, and the 200 Prism was not on my bingo card this year. So
Wait till you hear about Donruss.
oh wow, okay.
500 cards.
Yeah.
1,000 cards.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 700 or something. Man, wow. All right. So I was gonna talk about my experience at the NASCAR Hall of Fame last weekend. So just folks have been listening to the show, watching the show for the last few years. I've been trying to work on the 2015 Press Pass set. That was the last year Press Pass had done cards, and so during 15 and part of 16, I was working on getting that autograph, which knocked a lot of it out. And that was before Panini started with Carl in the summer of 2016. Anyway, Carl Edwards was a big one that I was looking for, so I was able to get some Carl Edwards signed. He was doing an appearance at the NASCAR Hall of Fame, and of course, I had the gold marker, and it didn't work very well. So I got a double signed there. So
yeah, the unicorn.
yeah, there in person. So one thing I did learn, and folks that are in the Charlotte area or are coming to Charlotte around November 22nd when they have the championship um, banquet, the NASCAR Hall of Fame is doing having some signings that Friday for you can. There's two different prices, one for non-member, one for member. I think it's 200 and 250, but it includes like a breakfast and a dinner. You get to watch the banquet live in the High Octane Theater, but there's going to be like four autograph sessions, and I think there's a few drivers per session, and they're going to have the I think 12 of the playoff drivers there. So if you're interested, I recommend that you contact the NASCAR Hall of Fame and find out more information about that. But that's an opportunity to get some Cup drivers as well as some of those other things. So
Sounds interesting. Sounds kind of like Stocks for Tots, except on steroids.
yeah, now you say that Stocks for Tots is back again this year. There's not a lot of information. I think it's the beginning of December. I'll have to make a note to get some more of that information. So that's always another good thing. I think there's 150 at one level, and then there's the 50 of the VIP um, tickets for the Stocks for Tots. But I'll have more information. So if you're a autograph guy that or girl, that is the way to go. So
Fish in a barrel, buddy.
yeah, I've been a few times. It's a lot of fun, and it's like I said, shooting fish in a barrel. It's a lot of folks there. So. And then I guess it might be a good time too for next week we're gonna be off. We're gonna take a week off next week, so fall break for us.
Yeah, we're gonna be on fall break next week, so there won't be an episode. I'm kind of sad, but just kind of the way it worked out.
Yeah, we just with our works and everything else going on, we just can't make it next week. So
Yeah.
I think that's all I have. Anything else before we go to King's Court?
I'm checking my notes right here. I think we're good to go on some beautiful bean footage.
All right.
All right. Trying to get my hat going right. There it goes. I couldn't tell. All right. So this week's King's Court. We're going to start out with honorable mention number 1. This is on the 10th of October. Shane Van Gisbergen, 2024 Select Racing Grandstand Gold out of 10. We love gold. They were asking $399.99 for this card. It's really cool. And it sold for $250. Misha's doing a golf clap. Yes.
Yeah, that's a nice looking card.
Yes.
With that red and the white on that gold.
Yeah. It's beautiful, man. It's a beautiful card.
Yeah, not graded, but looking sharp.
Yeah, out of 10. So sweet. You know, I bought a couple of blasters today while I was out and about of Select. So I'll be doing videos on those soon. So maybe I'll get lucky and get something like that. That's a nice card, man. Whoever the SVG guy is that got it, man, you did good.
Yeah.
All right. Honorable mention number 2. This was on the 15th of October, 2022 Prizm Ryan Blaney Auto White Sparkle 1 of 1. Number 14. It's a PSA 9.9. The 9 auto, 9 card grade. And it went out for bids, and it landed at $357 with 16 bids.
Wow. 16 bidders.
Yeah, $357 for that bad boy. That's a cool card. I've never hit an auto out of NT, but it's not like I open a buttload of NT though either.
Yeah, I've hit one. It was like a Ryan Newman.
Hey, that's better than nothing, man. It's a 1-1.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's
He's
awesome.
a Hall of Famer, so, and one of the 75th greatest drivers.
Yep, and I like those white sparkles. I think the photo doesn't do that card justice. It's really a nice looking card.
Yeah, those ones. Yeah, it's not photogenic. If you had it in hand, though, it pops.
Oh, it does pop. All right, next up is our Joker of the Week, and we're going to talk about this one probably for a second. This is on the 13th of October, 1992. Dale Sr., Richard Petty, Dual Auto Arena Club, and it says a 9. I think it's a 9 auto or a 10 auto and a 9 on the card. I'm not really sure how that works. Yeah, it's a 9 on the card, 10 on the auto. They were asking $400 for this card, and somebody wasted $320 on it. Because look at it, Val.
I saw it.
The autos are fake.
I'm gonna try to see if I can pull this up on my phone. If it's got a better picture. Yeah, I was looking at that. The Petty, I had to do a double take on it. The Petty actually looks good.
No. Petty's not good.
Well, again, the pictures not help it.
Yeah, but I hate to say it, but those autographs are not real. At least I'll say, in my opinion, they're not real.
If there's one person I trust on a Richard Petty autograph, it's probably you.
So I think it's, and it's Arena Club. I don't think we've had an Arena Club graded card on here, so this will be a first for us. So you look at it, and then you look at the Earnhardt. Val, did you get the QR code?
Yeah, I did. The Petty looks good, and so the Earnhardt is the one that the scan doesn't really do it justice. I don't know how it got a 10, because in the Dale part there's a run of the Sharpie, and the Earnhardt it does look weird, but it's, how can I say this without taking a ton of time? But the Earnhardt signed like 2 or 3 different ways when he signed those, and this is more of the earlier 80s, like the 88, and then I like the ones where they go more towards the, like the 94s or whatever, where it's more of a full autograph. So
Right.
So
in your opinion, you think it's good?
The Petty, I think the Petty's good, and that's usually the tell. But
Well, you can always get Richard Petty still. So
right. So I don't know. I would probably wouldn't have even bid on this. So
well, in my opinion, they're not real. That's my opinion. That's the way I look at it. They just don't look right to me. They're
if it was me and $300 and something dollars, I wouldn't have bid on it.
Right.
Just because it's not where I would have spent money on. So I don't know about this arena. And again, they chose a poor auto. I would have had more pictures up there and better photos. So
yeah, that lighting is terrible.
The lighting is not good. I agree.
Especially if you use a QR code and you can get the images from the website. Why wouldn't you use the images from their website?
I don't know. This is, and we've said this before. This is the reason that not the only reason, of course, because we're just two crazy NASCAR collector guys with our buddy Misha. But if one of our viewers or listeners was to ask me about this card, I would have told him no. Yes, I would say, in my opinion, do not buy it.
Yeah, I would have. Like I said, I would have said not to. I would keep on going. Let me see if I can see the picture is clear, a lot better on the website than it is what they use. So
yeah, Well, I'm going to stand by what I say as far as my opinion is concerned. And my opinion is, worth whatever anybody else's opinion is worth. But for me, I would not have bought this card. And again, if anybody out there has any questions about autographs, cards, whatever, feel free to hit us up. We'll tell you what we think. We're not going to hold back, and we're glad to help. So, we'll just put that out there.
Totally agree. We've had folks hit us up in the past, and
Yep.
like you said, we'll give them our opinion on that. Like I said, he did sign something like that, but again, I wouldn't have, spent the money on it. So,
Well,
especially with the arena or getting a PSA quick opinion as well. I think it's only $10.
Yeah, that's worth it if you're going to spend this kind of money on a card. But you noticed that it went, in my opinion, cheap. So,
right.
And there's a reason for that, because there's a lot of people out there that think like me and you, and they said, "Nah, I'm going to pass on this one."
They're going after the risk reward, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
That's like, hey, my buddy, his dad left him some cards, and he's got this Horners guy, Wagner, maybe.
Yeah. That's
it's like this little
he
tobacco
had.
card. Yeah, the only card he has is little tobacco, and
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. So, I
okay.
only want a few thousand for it. Anyway, okay.
So I'm just gonna leave it there. In my opinion, these are not real autographs. Maybe when it goes through, goes through the authentication with, with eBay, maybe it'll fail, maybe it won't. I'd like to find out. Who knows?
All right, let's keep moving.
All right, let's keep moving, man. Let's get going. All right, our Jack of the Week. This is our young driver. This is on 10/10 on October 10th. It's a 2023 National Treasures Jumbo Firesuit Patch Goodyear Chase Briscoe. They were asking $475 for Chase, and they accepted an offer of $350 for Chase. There you go, Misha.
Nice.
Is that the 101 or the 102?
That's the 101. I'll zoom in here. 101.
Because they do not have that listed in the title.
Yep.
Yeah. Again, you make a great point. Sometimes the titles make or break you.
NASCAR trading card.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. No NASCAR
We've seen
in there
that before. And just recently. But yeah, cool card. We like Chase Briscoe, and it's got the good, and I guess the year is out there somewhere.
So the year, when I remember reserving that one, because what we had in inventory was Goodyear, but we only had one piece. So it's like, man, there's your 101. There's no other half to chase. The other half is in another product, most likely.
Oh, wow. That'd be interesting to find that.
That's good information.
But cool card. Yeah, it is. That's great information. Thanks, Misha. But he's an up and coming.
I didn't even know which side of the Goodyear it was that we had in inventory. So it's good to see that.
It was good.
It is good. All right, next up is our Queen of the Week. This was also on 10/10 Day, which PSA celebrates that. October 10th, Hailie Deegan, 2023, the National VIP Gold Pack Vinyl autograph card, 1 of 1. They're asking $599.99 for this, and honestly, it wasn't that far off. $420 is what this card sold for. Best
what
offer.
color is it?
It's gold. We love gold. Yeah, we got a good bit of gold this week. But see, we were just talking about that, in her fan base, and there you go, man. Somebody popped $420 on that card.
That's a nice looking card.
I feel like we're seeing a lot of high dollar Deegans coming out lately.
Yeah, there could be a reason for that.
I was going to say that's a good looking card with that design in the back with the gold, and then the way the black
Ooh.
and her fire suit.
Yeah, I like it, and the autograph's really nice too.
Yeah, it's a good looking card.
See,
Yeah.
I bring that up, the amount of like high dollar stuff for Deegan, because if you look at Larson, his stuff tanked when
Yeah.
he left NASCAR for a little bit.
That's true.
Yeah,
That was a time to buy.
well, he was also running for Chip Ganassi Racing at the time, which is probably a second tier, and then he got. I said this before on other shows that he was a great driver and a good equipment, and now he's a great driver and great equipment, and you know he's been a champion. He might be a champion again. He's a NASCAR Hall of Famer now. So before, if he would have stayed with Chip Ganassi, I don't think maybe he's borderline Hall of Famer. I don't know, but now uh, he's first round ballot, and then kid can drive anything. So
Yep. So congrats to whoever got this card, man. It's a great looking card.
it
I love
sure
it.
is. Yep.
All right. Next up's our King of the Week. This is the picture, Val.
Yep.
Ooh.
As soon as I hit the the button, I knew.
Yeah, this is our King of the Week. This was on the 13th of October. It's Dale Earnhardt Jr. 2022 Prizm Penmanship Gold Vinyl Auto 1 of 1. We love gold again. It's a PSA 10. And it went out for bidding, and it ended at $585 with 19 bids.
Wow.
That's a nice card right there, dude.
It sure is.
It's a great auto. The auto looks really clean. It's a PSA 10. The work's already done for you. $585 is probably a fair price for that card.
Yeah, you just got to take that home and show it off.
I feel like I'd seen that card listed before, but I don't read it.
See, I don't know if it's a 20, if it was a different year, gold vinyl 101. So if it was that exact year or not.
Yep. So there's a lot of junior collectors out there. So
I'm one of them.
Huh?
Oh, he's one of them. That's a nice looking card too. I bet it really pops in person.
I bet it does, man. I'll say it's a swell card. It's neato and groovy. So cool. All right. So next, this is our Ace of the Week. It's our 1 of 1. This is on the 9th of October, 2024 Panini Prime Racing. Ty Gibbs 1 of 1 Jumbo Monster Energy sponsor. They were asking $849.95 for this. And guess what, Val? Raising the hand.
No.
Click.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Somebody bought it for $849.95.
That
is awesome, though.
It is awesome. That boy just needs to win a race now.
It's coming.
It's coming. I mean, he's on the cusp.
My dad's picking him every week in the fantasy or whatever, or betting. So,
yep, Ty freaking Gibbs. So yeah, that's a heck of a card right there. That's kind of reminiscent of Hailie Deegan's monster patch cards.
That's not a heck of a card. That's a monster watch card, man.
And there you go, monster watch. I like that. But I'm not quite there spending that kind of money for Ty freaking Gibbs just yet, but I'm getting there, and I think that's a great, fantastic card.
That's a monster card, man.
It is, man. I love it.
All
right. Next up, our Baccarat of the week. It's our F1 card. This was on the 11th of October, 1987 Panini Supersport UK number 31 Ayrton Senna F1 Racing PSA 10 Pop 4. They are asking $4,999 for this card, and they accepted a best offer of $2,300.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool card, man.
Yes, it is.
I should say.
Yeah, well, we talked about this, right? It's one of those things where this was a consumable, people put this back in '87. They put in their Panini booklets.
They sure did. They put them in their booklets. They stuck them on their lockers at school. They put them on their headboard of their bed. They just stuck them wherever, man. It was a sticker. It's like what we did with wacky packages back in the day.
Exactly.
But yeah, to find one as a PSA 10, that's extraordinary. That's a nice card. And I always did like Ayrton Senna. So somebody did well with that. Good luck.
Very nice.
All right. Last up, Royal Flush of the Week. This is on the 13th of October. Dale Earnhardt Sr. 2000 Upper Deck SP Authentic Sign of the Times. You know, I picked up one of these at the National a few years ago. And I think I paid a little less than this. Not much, though, really. But they were asking $1,050 for this, and it went for $900.
That's nice. It's a beautiful card. It's I think is it on the Racing Card Hall of Fame?
I'm trying to remember. I think it is on the Racing
I
Card.
want to say it is, but yeah, that's a really gorgeous card.
That might be one of the best examples of a Dale Senior auto you can find. That is a good pen stroke right there.
Right, and that's when I was saying where he had modified his signature, and this was more of the mid '90s to 2000. The way he signed, it's not just a scribble here and there. It's a really work of art there.
Yeah, this is probably my favorite Dale Earnhardt Senior factory auto card. This one right here.
Yeah, that blue on that white. It's not a super busy card. It's just it's just a pretty card. Not less is more on that.
Yeah, exactly. It's a beauty. So I think whoever got that they paid a fair price. I think that's a good price for that card.
Yep. I think when we looked at the National a few years ago, it was about that price. So.
Yep.
All right.
So that's it, man. That's all I got for this week's King's Court.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we still got about 4 days left on the Panini Instant.
So yeah, it'll still be available when this episode pops.
Yes, sir. All right. I think that's all we have, and we'll go right at over an hour. So.
Yeah, we were doing good, and we kind of derailed ourselves a little bit.
What else is new? So, Misha, thank you again for joining us and sharing some of the information with us about Prizm and all the other insights. Appreciate it.
Of course, anytime.
Anything, Logan, before we go? Yeah, hashtag RCHOF for Racing Card Hall of Fame. You can check it out at racingcardhof.com. Hashtag Ty freaking Gibbs. Hashtag, ready for it?
No. Yes.
Hashtag we love gold. And hashtag it's so shiny.
I got one. Hashtag memorabilia, not relics.
There you go.
It's a little long.
All righty. Well, that's it for now. Thanks everybody for watching and listening to the podcast. Again, we'll be out next week, but we'll be back the following week. So appreciate everybody watching, listening, and have a safe race weekend. We'll catch you in 2 weeks. We're out of here.